You notice the swing set that Obama got for the daughters?
All right, I'm not going to fucking even... I don't want anyone commenting on this at all. They put a play set in at the White House, but one item in a playground was mysteriously missing. Silence!
No, I don't know what's happening.
Good.
Please explain
Best
it to me.
kept a secret.
No.
The angle I was going to take with this, the older daughter is too old for a swing set. Way to know your daughters. 10-year-olds don't really run around on...
No.
No.
I used to like a swing set
But
at
it's
10
still a younger daughter.
at the playground.
It's got to be for the younger daughter.
It's got to be for the younger daughter. You can't just go, oh, I bought a car for my son, but my 2-year-old can't drive it. I don't know my
What
kids.
do you do? You put in a swing set, you put in a seesaw, you put in one of those spinny roundy round things.
I think everyone got it.
No, I don't
You
do
put
it.
in, what else is in a playground?
Well, you know.
You put shut
A
up!
slippery slide.
A slippery slide.
I don't know what
A slippery, is that what they call it?
We call them slippery dips in Australia.
Slippery dips?
Slippery
You
dips.
people are stupid.
You really are.
What do you
It's a
call-
slippery dip.
What do you call it? It's a slippery dip.
A slippery dip.
Yeah, what do you call them?
Interesting. Just a slide.
And
They
it-
used to be called a slide-in pond.
In Britain, they call them a slippery slide, and in
Yeah.
Australia, slippery dip.
Let's go on the slippery slide.
Yeah,
They suck.
a slippery dip.
A slippery dip.
Australia knows how to name things.
Yeah, they certainly do.
There was an episode of The Simpsons where he goes, "That's a funny-looking animal," and then he goes, "Oh, it's a such and such," and then the Australian guy goes, "I would have called it a whizzle wobbler." You know what I mean? And that's how we do name things.
That is funny, yeah.
I think the Aboriginals set us up the path on a lot of names. I think there's a lot of bullshit going on.
Is there...
Oh!
Yeah.
The Aboriginals, we got a place called Wagga Wagga.
Wagga Wagga.
Because evidently the Aboriginals don't use numbers or something, so you got to say the thing twice. It's meant to be Wagga Wagga 2 or something.
Oh, like Wagga 2.
It's got to be Wagga 2.
Wagga
right?
3.
Yeah.
Instead of like Wagga
they-
Wagga Wagga.
Yeah, they're going to go, what if you got like a packet of like hundreds and thousands or sprinkles or something? What do you call them? You know what I mean? Like, how do you
That's why that you fucking, came over there and just defeated them and decimated them. They're like,
Well,
how many
wasn't me.
people came over on the ship? And they're like, walla, 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 walla. And by that time, you guys are all in position to just fuck them.
Captain Cook, man.
We had the same thing with the American Indians, though.
What
Like
was
a
that?
lot of wacky places, especially out on Long Island, have names that are like, Patchogue. And then you try to spell it and you have a brain hemorrhage.
Which like Ayers Rock now, we changed the name back to the Aboriginal term, which is Uluru.
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 I grew up on Warramoo Avenue, and there's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Coogee, Kalgoorlie. Kalgoorlie's a good name for a
What the
town.
fuck does that even mean?
Kalgoorlie has the most amount of hookers per capita of anywhere on the planet.
Are they like nice looking?
It's a gold mining town. They fly them in.
gold mining. What
fly
fucking
'em
year is
in.
it down there?
Well,
I know it's winter is summer, summer's winter, but what
it's
is it?
got the-
1850?
It's got the biggest man-made hole in the world. We're very proud of that.
This fucking Pal Talk volume. This fucking Pal Talk volume thing. I'm gonna stab somebody about it.
What happened?
The
What happened?
audio, and I heard Ronnie bitching about this too. The audio constantly, for no fucking reason, just shuts off. Just shuts the fuck off. And I understand it's only a couple hundred people listening on that, but they're enjoying things. They wave, we use it when there's that. But the thing is,
What's Pal Talk?
I'll look up. It's the video conferencing.
You've seen the Pal
Okay,
Talk.
what I'm
Yeah.
more
You've
been
interested,
around here long enough to know.
I still don't know what bit of play equipment is missing from the slippery dip and the swing and the merry-go-round.
God.
All right, shut the mics.
It's obviously a black thing.
Shut the mic. No. It has nothing to do with that. It honestly doesn't. There's nothing to do with that.
All right, hold on. We got to get our on hold music.
Yeah, we'll put our on hold music on.
I really have no idea. I'm not playing you.
Oh, I know.
I can't figure out what this joke is.
Oh, I know.
Just hit O.
There
Go.
it is.
Hold on.
All right, now let's get the mics off.
We'll be right back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
What are you, an idiot?
Now, don't repeat it. Whatever you.
It makes
might be
perfect
too
sense
late.
now.
What?
It might be too late.
No, I hit dump a few times.
You don't.
What, when I said the LP thing?
Shut up!
I didn't
no.
say it. I didn't say it.
You
why
don't
we did the whole
understand. You don't understand how sensitive
I get how
the
sensitive
situation is.
I can't believe your brain went to that place. I would have just skipped right past that bit of apparatus.
No. Mine goes right to it.
I turn the mics right on so we get the reaction, but your reaction was to repeat what Ed said.
I didn't say anything.
We're laughing or something.
I didn't say something even worse.
And it makes for a nice little
No,
bit.
I said
Right.
From time to time.
I thought it
Yes.
was a language barrier problem, but
That's what I thought too.
We
Maybe.
have those back overseas.
All right, and we shan't discuss them.
We won't talk about them.
Don't even discuss it because it's just nothing but trouble here in America.
I know.
Everyone's so uber sensitive.
We can't mention them.
Yeah.
All right.
And although it's the only thing I want to say right now.
I know, really. Let's just avoid it.
Let's talk about the gold mining town in Australia. with all the
Kalgoorlie.
hookers.
Kalgoorlie.
So they got a lot of money coming into that little area. So
Very, very rich people who work in a hole for a couple of weeks, and they rear their little heads outside. And every bar you go into there, every bar is all the bartenders are topless. Because it's like a bar with like 90 men just standing around. These are real men. These are gold
Miners.
mining men.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I went there years and years ago and fucked a girl who was when I first started doing it, I fucked a girl who was like the only hot looking girl there, and it was like everyone in the town found out, like, fuck, you got Jennifer. Oh shit, he sweeps in here. I've been bringing her chunks of gold all month.
Chunks of gold, yeah. That's gold mining town.
I have a funny story. We were driving to Kalgoorlie from Perth. Now, it's about a, I don't know, 12-hour drive or something.
Everything's a 12-hour drive in Australia.
It's a really long fucking drive. And so we're driving out there, and we hired a car, I think, because we were just young comics without cash or whatever. No, we had one of the guys that owned a car. And we're driving along, and I fucking smash into an emu, right? And
Holy shit.
And I fuck this animal up, right? He just, with a bird trying to fucking, this is the time you try to fly away, you useless prick, right? And just sitting there, but the car, he fucked the radiator up and all the water went out of the radiator, and I had to smash the bird's head in with a rock because it wouldn't shut up.
That fucking caveman shit you gotta pull.
We're in the middle of the desert. I'm trying to use that, this is humane type of thing, but I crushed a bird that was 5 foot tall in the head with a rock. Right, so we're all sitting there, but strangely enough, on these roads, they still give you a phone signal, even though you're in the desert. They put towers everywhere, so you can still ring people if you're in trouble.
Yeah, because you probably get a lot of trouble there.
Every comic knows a cunt who's like some guy who just really wants to hang out with the other comics, and he's not a very good comic, but he's always at the club and he's always trying to get in, you know. And there's this one bloke there who in Perth, who was this guy, right? So we go, well, we got to make the gig. If we get someone to drive now, they'll be 3 hours away. They get to us and we'll still make the gig, you know? So we phone this guy, because he's the only douchebag we know who will just get his car and just drive out in the desert for 12 hours for an open spot, right? So we're sitting on this car with a dead bird with a rock on its head, with water coming out of the front of the engine in the middle of the desert. We ring this guy up, and so we wait 4 hours for him to come. 3 hours for the driver and an hour for him to get ready or whatever he has to do, right? So we're sitting there, and then we can see his car 2 miles away. We can see it, like right, the little speck in the desert, and it's coming closer and closer. And then I can see a fucking great big red kangaroo about half a mile away hopping, and I can watch it. I can see this accident 10 minutes before it happens. I'm just like, oh, here we go. And then a mile away from us, boom, the kangaroo's fucking dead. We walked down the road, his car was alright, it was still drivable, it was all fucked up on the right front. Kangaroo with a broken leg.